That was weird. Hello and welcome to SFR in GP3, and we're here in Jeddah. I'm SFR Smithy and I'm joined by SFR Martin tonight.
Hello.
And we are in Jeddah, in Saudi Arabia of course, as I believe one of the cars coming up, that looks like a Libya. And what are your thoughts on Jeddah?
Jeddah is probably one of the most active tracks for safety cars, I would say. So I do expect to have some safety cars tonight. But yeah, it's one of those tracks that I'm not sure how it runs now since the patch, but before patch this was one of these tracks where you had people running ridiculously low wings. So I'm interested to see if people are still running setups with extremely low downforce like that, or whether that's no longer possible. So yeah, should be interesting.
Yeah, good evening Podge, and Ukar says 3 safety cars predicted.
3?
3. What was it, 5 last night, wasn't it?
I don't know what the total was, but there was quite a few, yeah. And you know, that wasn't an indication of bad racing or anything like that. It was just from people, you know, touching the wall or getting it wrong,
or not having updated the setups as well.
Exactly, or maybe tyre pressures were too high. So yeah, GP3 though, I know I've raced against quite a lot of these guys, so I think a lot of these guys will have their setups dialed in, they'll have the pressures and everything right. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I hope we get to see some good racing.
Yeah, and usually we see good racing, especially in GP3 and GP4. But maybe around Jeddah, maybe in the first sector as well. It could be an issue with lower downforce and will cause more safety cars. I believe it is British Sky. As we're passing on the track. And a little wider. What's it like going through the first sector as well? Is it? Oh, actually, he's off. He's out.
Oh, what happened there?
Lost it on the curve.
So sector 1.
Yeah. Unbeaten chance on the front lane. As well. Sorry to butt in there.
Yeah, he has. I can only assume that he's done that in the first sector as well.
Yeah,
or else obviously he would have had to. Yeah. I don't know, so obviously when I race I use controller. I'm very different from most of the guys that race in this game, they use wheel. It seems to me that Jeddah is very kind to the people on the wheel for the first sector compared to the controller. So I find sector 1 to be quite tricky to get right consistently. So you're on wheel, you'll know better than me. What is sector 1 like?
Horrible, just horrible. Not nice.
It feels good, you know, when you actually get going, and you do nail it. But I just love. I actually do really enjoy racing this track. Sector 2, sector 3. Even with sector 1 not always getting it right, it's still a great track. It needs maximum concentration around here.
Yeah, as Michael Watts goes top, I read he retired as we were on board with Oliver in Athens. He's off in P3 as well. The hair down in P4, maybe bank lap to the Aston Martin, and then obviously lock on pole. Last race went as well because of their and bam goes the P3.
Yeah, you can see obviously like the top 5, they're all pretty close on times. Track will still be slightly green at the moment.
Yeah, because I haven't seen though. Time's gone flying by, hasn't it? As Jordan heading to as Pasikas and Oliver cross the line together, it's going to be Pasikas in P6, and Oliver will go P6, beating his teammates. So that P6 spot at the minute.
Half a bit.
Yeah, it's maybe it's going to hopefully be a spicy race as well. Hopefully. Hooky says Martin on comms.
Yes, okay.
No, with the Love Eyes emoji.
Yes. Everybody loves Hooky too. Get your backside back into SFR.
Yeah, really fun this one. Terrible terrible F1. And race Gardens, or is it a Vic? It's a Vic coming up towards the line. He's about to start his lap.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure about this, but I believe Eva has a quali ban today,
Well, he started the lap, but he's
invalidated. Yeah, he invalidated it though. I think he might pit this lap. I could be wrong on that. I'll double check the stewards from last week, but I'm sure he was given a race ban and then it was took down to a Q ban.
Yeah, his relic set in paper sector 2. No, you are not really needed for comms, sorry. Unless you want to. I don't know what's happening with that. Oliver says we need Hooky on comms. Not on comms, sorry. We need Hooky in SFR.
Yes, we miss Hooky in SFR. But he's too busy being a daddy, a new daddy. Okay, so we have how many guys? 4 or 5 guys separated by less than a tenth here. J Sarge all the way to British Guy.
Yeah, British Guy quite far up there as well as Vic actually crosses him. That is quite weird. Did you confirm?
Yeah, I've not actually been able to confirm.
Looks like he's invalidating every lap. I don't know if he knows. I think
he's doing it intentionally and he's just doing some laps. Yeah, which is possible. Which you're not strictly you're not supposed to do, but
yeah, I believe
if he's not setting a competitive time.
Yeah, I always thought it was only outlaps and that's what I did in Sochi. And last season, energy goes P6. You can do as many outlaps as you want, but you can't start an actual lap. I believe it was. I was told.
Yeah. Can't assist your teammate either with those.
Yeah.
So, who's not set? SFR Paul yet to come out. Unbeaten sign is on a lap right now.
Paul had came off and pitted instantly.
Yeah, maybe made an error. Sky Adams also in the pit. I believe he may have a Q ban also.
Actually, I believe it is a. Paul had a quali ban, so that'll
be why.
Yeah. Adams has a quali ban as well. We'll have to mention that. And Vict has a race ban apparently.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe on appeal that was took down to a quali ban.
Ah, okay.
So, unbeaten sign now coming into the third sec. Just got the final corner. Oh, he's invalidated. Ooh. That was unfortunate. I'll tell you, the times these guys are putting in are great. I do have a sneaky suspicion that Dan has got more time in there than that.
Yeah.
I did some practice with him at the weekend, and he had fantastic race pace. I fully expect them to be down into the 29s.
Yeah, and obviously only one person in 29th, which is Michael Watt.
Jason is on a flyer right now. He's actually even on his time. See now here, as he's a 10th.5 up on his time.
Oh, Oliver, no, you don't have a quali ban, mate. It's Adams that has the quali ban. Not you. Looks like Team Red's on off, and is Dan actually as well.
Jason's coming up to the line now.
Oh, Jason, you know, P3. He has the two people behind him on match as well.
Yeah, I watched him in the third sector there, and he took the wide line after the checkpoint in the DRS zone in sector 3. He didn't hug the inside, which surprises me because that's worth about half a tenth if you keep it into the left hand side.
Yes, Oliver, I am sure you don't have to carry on me. Don't worry. Actually, right on board with Oliver, as he has been no, the Oliver Romeo.
Watching Mindful Wasp, he's invalidated on his flyer, and British guy now on his flyer.
There's the Ferrari comes through the first sector, ending the first sector now. Don't want to ride that curve too much as we saw Lewis do on his outlap, was it? Or was it actual lap?
2.5 tenths up on his first sector, so British guy really going for it here.
It's looking really good. So the Ferrari heading through the I can't ring that.
Hooked that corner up really well there. Got on the power nice and early.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Sector 3 yellows looks like
bit of traffic there.
Yeah, purple for the British guy. He might not have to go for another lap after this.
Yeah, see.
Good. Oh, the Pitcast goes to P2.
Pass it up. And British guy now nailed the final corner. This has been a fantastic lap from British guy. This should put him up top.
Yep, it does.
29.3.
And that is what people thought Verstappen's lap would be in 2021. Where people the perfect lap.
Made that mistake.
Yeah. The perfect lap as it was, and that was the perfect lap for the British guy. 5 tenths up. I don't think he'll have to go for another lap after that. Let's be honest. Wasn't quick enough to just get pole by itself.
Well, you never know what the other people have got in store, who's made the mistake and who's not. I would imagine you definitely want to come out and do another lap after that. Heading to
the new DRS zone as well. Obviously an added DRS zone. In 20, I believe it is. This has the highest off track, which is close. Anyway, here comes unbeaten time towards the final corner now. We need to absolutely nail this. There we go. Through the section point. And anyway, that doesn't matter because we've got the DRS anyway. Heading towards line. That will be P13 for unbeaten sign. And that will be P13 overall. The British guy with a mistake at the last corner. Looks like he's hitting anyway. Man for Wasp goes 4 tenths quicker, I think it was. Yeah, always matching time.
Oh, identical. Fantastic lap.
Oh, this could be a very good final couple laps. If British guy just improves by 1,000, he's got the pole. Still got the pole anyway. If Man for Wasp improves by 1,000, he's got the pole. There's a British guy. He's in the pit. Team Red is on the lap. Energy Dimer has invalidated. And here comes Team
Just
Red.
having a little look through the field. Who could surprise us and maybe get up there for the pole position?
Well, I think he was looking quick on his lap. He set purple sector 2, I believe it was. Purple sector 1 and 2. Lost it all in the first sector.
Relics has come in now on his out.
Oh.
Picked up some damage, maybe?
British guy actually set the lap earlier. He was 5 times quicker, and then Michael Wasp on his second lap, that is when he had the same exact lap time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it may look confusing as Michael Wasp was on pole before British guy set the lap, but they were next to each other on the track virtually, so they just had the lap time. Team Red pit. Jag King's on the lap now.
Yeah. Team Red, Dan, they all come out for a lap and weren't quite able to get up, so they're all back in again.
Jag Kings!
For another final run.
What a lap from Jag Kings! Oh, as Scar Adams starts the lap. Purple is sector 1, it's Scar Adams, maybe running the higher downforce on his Red Bull.
Oh, I just watched J-Sarge right behind it.
Oh, is that British guy in the wall? Yes, it is. Has he got damage? Yes, he has. That is it for British guy. He cannot improve. Scar Adams purple is sector 2. Would this be a surprising lap from Scar Adams?
Not when he's got a quali ban.
Oh yeah.
I imagine he'll be pitting at the end of this lap.
Doesn't look like he's got the DRS open. And I'm guessing that quali ban will be... Oh, he's at the wall! Taps the wall in the final corner. And yes, of course, diving into the pits.
But it looked like he had the pace to be up there.
Yeah, which could be surprising during the race as well. Dawn looks on that 9 points up apparently for the game, even though she's starting lap. Anyway, heading through the first sector. Oh, he's got someone in his way, that's good.
Oh, bad traffic, needs to get out of the way.
Always invalidated. It was Energy Dan as well.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of, I understand you can be a car slightly ahead and not affect the dirty air of the driver, but it still has, for me anyway, it still has a little effect. It ruins your concentration when you have a car that close to you.
And especially in this type of section where it's corner after corner after corner after corner.
Yeah.
It'll put you off and maybe even affect the day.
Well, one of the things you're thinking is if I catch up, will they get out the way? And you're just not thinking about what you should be thinking about. But he invalidated anyway, so it becomes a bit of a moot point. Mindful Wasp now, obviously with British guy making that mistake and can't do a final run, Mindful Wasp on the outlap has a chance, possibly.
Nick Pole.
Oh, no. He doesn't now because he's just hit the ball, so I jinxed him. I think he's pushing. I don't think he was ever going to make it to be able to do a final run.
Yeah, here comes Kazikkas though. He set a purple sector 1, but it's now only so he's lost time. Yeah, he's lost time in that middle in the middle sector. But coming up to the line now. There we go. So. That is possibly going to be your top 3, unless Kazikkas can do anything about it. No, he cannot. He will stay in P4. Will J-Sarge do anything about it?
Oh, J-Sarge, he was 2 tenths up there. He just really went for it in that corner there.
You could see him cut the corner as well, which made him take the curve and lose it. Oliver with a purple sector 2. Sorry to butt in there, but Oliver.
Stay on with Oliver. Oliver is 1.1 up on his time. This could be a pole lap.
A little mistake at the final corner. Here comes Oliver though. Will it be pole? Yes, it will!
Now we've got Dan, who is 5 tenths up. Coming into the final sector. Purple sector 2.
Energy up there too as well. Wow, this is going to be an exciting end to this qualifying session. As here comes Energy down around the final corner, losing second point, and now onto the final corner, onto the final straight.
That final runner up.
Absolutely perfect by Dan, and it is P2.
Oh, Peter! Look how close that is.
That's top 3 within a tenth of each other. as I believe unbeaten sides on the lap as well. Here we go. To finish it off, maybe. Unbeaten side. We'll stay 13th.
Almost identical to Doran.
Yeah,
this is a tight field today.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting race. But Oliver on pole. Wow. He thought he had a qualifying ban. But he's got the qualifying pole. Yeah. Wow. What a lap.
Top 10 separated by less than a second. And to top it all off for Oliver, he'd done it in a Mercedes. His favourite team.
Yeah, that is something I would not expect to see today. To be honest. But 2/10 from the top 5, that is absolutely really, really close. Anyway, as Escar Oliver is up no pole sitter, Stephen Energy Dan will be joining him on the front row. Energy and British guys in GTA4, Michael Watt, Jag Kings, the Sick Cat, JSR, Team Red, and Relic, and off to the top 10. The Bear just missing out on that top 10. Doran in P12, look like unbeaten sign, a bit, I-Reg, Escar Paul, Adam, and Lewis G at the start, at the very back of the grid. And looking at the grid, who do you think's going to be the dark horse of the race today?
Ooh. I really don't know who can come from the back of the field. Obviously, you've got the guys with the quali bands that are fantastic on pace in the division. We know that Sky Adams has got great pace.
Yeah.
SFR Paul's got great pace. Yeah, who knows? Obviously, it'll depend what they do with strategy as well. Do you go aggressive? Do you go hard tire at the start and just play the long game?
Yeah. It's going to be really exciting. Yeah, it's going to be a great race. As Shadowlands used to say, the worldwide celebration that is GP3. I believe you said, wasn't it?
What's that, buddy? Sorry?
The worldwide celebration that is GP3.
Yes, you're stealing Tom's.
Yeah.
Tom's hallmark. Gareth did it last week as well. I'm sure Tom won't mind.
Yeah.
The worldwide celebration that is GP3. I do miss racing in GP3 and hearing Tom's comms, but he's moved to GP1 now, so
yeah, he's still in your division.
Yeah, he's still in my division.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, this race, we've saw how close these guys are from the quali now, so I'm expecting it to be a fascinating race. Let's just hope they can keep it out the walls and actually get some racing here, because it's a tough track to be completely flawless on for the full race. So I don't know how you view it, to be honest, Smithy, but this is one of these races where I always say to myself, just try and keep out of trouble in the beginning. If you're able to keep out of trouble and not make any mistakes, then you'll maybe climb a few places. I'll tell you as well, you were talking about who could be a dark horse, and this J-Sarge wasn't quite able to put a lap together there, but whenever it comes to race time, generally he's always on it. He's super aggressive with strategy, so I wouldn't rule him out for a podium today.
Matthew says, come on Mercedes, as well, into a course.
Gareth a Mercedes fan?
I believe so. Well, he isn't in the Mercedes this season, isn't he?
Yes, he's racing the Mercedes this season.
GP4 Championship leader, I believe, as well.
Yes, he got P2 last night. P2, yeah, after winning in Bahrain. So
yeah, as Team Red and Jag Kings on the socks, and
you never know.
And Escobble, as Ross G says, Lewis has bottled it on the first lap of quali though. Brotherly love there between the two, as I believe someone had spun. Was that Jag Kings?
Oh, I totally forgot. Lewis is in this division. Lewis G. That's right. I think that's a mistake. Lewis G is like GP1 pace, that guy. I think he's. I think Lewis was maybe sandbagging there himself in a lower division.
I think he was. Oh yeah. I think he was supposed to be GP2, I believe, wasn't he? Yeah, he's a British guy. Sorry, no, Michael was spun on his lap. I don't know if you saw on the camera. Would you think the socks are a good strategy around the circuit?
If I didn't like them around here, they don't last very long, but if you're anticipating that there's going to be a safety car fairly early on, then I guess it's okay. I'm not an expert on strategies or anything, but I do believe that medium hard or hard medium is the optimum around here. But yeah, I always say every time I watch one of these races and someone does, something unique on strategy, maybe they know something that we don't.
And that's not going to help J Sarge or Cass if they both will have reasonable tyres. Luckily they are on the medium, so they can maybe get them warmed up quickly.
Has Codemasters fixed the glitch for the cold tyres off the start?
Hopefully, as we see Oliver lining up in his position. Will he master it? Yes, he will. If anyone in this top 3 gets disqualified, as Energy gets disqualified, British guy gets disqualified,
Yeah.
But look at Dan. Look at where he is. Look how far, facing right he is. He's going to go straight up to get the start.
Dan loves to point his car in the racing line.
5 lights are on. And it's green in Jeddah. Great start for Oliver, who's going to go absolutely amazingly past down. Amazing start for Energy, even though he's further back. Around the outside of the he's going to have to fall out. British guy.
Oh, the Mercedes is round for sickness.
And there was a front wing flying off there. I don't know who that was. It's facing downwards, but someone has got locked there.
It's a Red Bull. No, the Red Bull's okay.
It looked like it was a Red Bull. Was that J Sarge?
I don't think so. It was someone further back, but whatever it is, it appears to be mine.
Team Red.
Team Red, was it?
I believe. No, I don't think so. I don't know what's the story? Maybe Adams. No.
Apart from Kasiktas, there's nobody really off the pace to suggest any major damage.
Oh, yeah, there we go. It is Relic. There you go, let him go on through.
Just let Lauren through.
Struggling through the high speed turn. I've looked at the gap that that Oliver's made on
Oh, Relics and SFR Paul came together.
Oh. And that is definitely not going to help Paul.
Round, no. And Mindful Wasp and Energy in a fantastic battle.
Beating first lap. There's Mindful Wasp, there we go. Oliver with the fastest lap, of course. He's the only person lap to get the fastest lap. Apart from someone with 3 problems. But this is not helping Energy get second place really. Well, it's 5th, I believe, yes. Paul will not pit either, but he's there. But yeah, this is looking through the first sector. It looks like maybe.
Dan with a nasty spin there.
Oh, someone else down there. And that was Team Red in the barrier. Full front wing on. Could that be a virtual safety car? Yes, it is a virtual safety car. Gonna kind of help Dan if he can get round in time to pit. But it's not gonna help Relics really.
Yeah, I saw that there with Dan I was watching. He just lost the back end. I don't know if they went over the curb on the inside and that sort of helped him spin.
I believe it's paint there. I believe it's actual paint. Corner, to be honest.
In Sector 1, no, the right-hander that he was flipping over, that's a curb.
It was the left-hander, wasn't it, where he spun?
No, he spun before that.
Oh, was it?
It was on the right corner apex, so I think he was maybe on the curb.
It was the double left, and then it was Team Red that spun on the curb. I think that's what you're thinking of, because you could see on the camera of
Did he get put off by Dan?
Maybe.
Well,
But it was 7 positions behind. It might have been put off by the yellows and people moving off the way of the Williams. But anyway, both of them with damage, and the team has actually recovered
Red
that.
is in.
Yeah, full front wing.
Dan, of course, in as well.
And,
Shame that see what Dan can do for a recovery drive, because I do think he had really strong pace tonight.
Yeah, he's massively training. There we go, DRS enabled, and we are green again.
I'll tell you what, Special Energy has made some great time up on Oliver there in the VSC.
Yeah, maybe Oliver not having the best safety car period there, but Mark Lost maybe in for a double win in a row. His teammate, 4th and 17th, maybe 18th here. No, 17th.
Yeah, and Jack Kings is all over the back of British guy on those soft tyres.
Yeah, depends how quick they fall off the cliff here. They're already losing the chance here.
Oh, and before Special Energy right in the wall.
Surely. As no, so energy out.
Yeah.
Didn't. So no safety car. As we got a beautiful shot of the helicopter shot there. But that is going to be another spinner at the front too.
Yep. And that's the thing about this track, you know, it's about.
There we go.
And that's a safety car.
Virtual safety car again. So this is a virtual safety car this time.
Yep.
It's going to ride on board with Champion 2. Third up.
Which I'm happy to see. Special Energy, I believe he lost it on exit, so what turn would that be? You right and left, and yeah, he got on the power too early and then just couldn't control it.
Very easy to do. As Oliver leads by, again, 3:10. Looks like Miles Wasp closing in big time there, as Oliver goes a little wide there. Just a warning for that.
Of course, lap 3, lap 4, that's when the tyres start to get punished if you're not running the right tyre pressures as well. That's when the temperatures start to go through the roof. Lap 3, lap 4, so you know, with Special Energy running high pressures today, you just don't know. Yeah,
maybe. As Jack Kings, those tyres aren't going to last much longer. I'm definitely he's going to pit. Do you think he's going to go for the hard, maybe the softer hard strategy? As there we go, green again.
I really don't know, but I'll tell you who's had a great start. They vipped them both they vipped and Lewis.
Jason Jack Kings off the restart.
Yeah, you got a run on him. Jack Kings caught sleeping there.
Jordan Newman says, words I'm not allowed to say.
Yeah. Special Energy, not happy about it.
Yeah, mainly because of my age, mainly because probably get taken down as Miles takes the lead.
Yeah, he's not messing about.
Jack Kings. There we go, yeah, so he hit the wall again. When he gets the wall, a nice whack as well. Nice second whack. There we go, Oliver is the same one. Yeah. He's going to go up the inside, he's going to break late, and he's going to go, just keep it, maybe we'll have to walk around the outside, he's going to go, that's the outside. Sorry about that.
That was great for you.
Yeah.
This is what you want to see. Obviously, SFR British guy in P3, for those that don't know, that is SFR Oliver's brother, so a bit of sibling rivalry going on track tonight.
Yeah.
J-Sarge, after not being able to get his quali lap put together, he's right there in P4.
Yeah, obviously jumping Jack Kings off the start as a bit gets the fastest lap of the session. That will not get him. Had low tyre pressures. Martin don't know what happened today. Yeah. Oh, and actually British guy down.
Oh,
he's done the same. Yeah. Oh, he's gave himself some rear wing damage, surely.
So that was virtually the same place that Special Energy had the incident.
Just kept it in a straight line.
It's not my favourite corner in the track.
Yeah, he's instantly gone on the brakes instead of keeping the power down. I think really quite sensible from the Ferrari.
Yeah, now we have Lewis from the back of the field made his way up to P7.
Oh, Team Edward tyres from the session in the middle sector. believe he had
Michael
won
Wasp and
again.
Oliver
Oh.
going at it again. A three-way battle for the lead with J Sarge.
Safety car.
Yep.
As it's
Just at the wrong time.
same incident. The exact same incident as Energy. I read in. Will anybody else following him in? It is Kasitkas. Kasitkas will follow. I'm guessing no one else will behind. But that's the third, yeah, that's this third, the safety car or safety car of the race, and we're only collapsing. Wow.
Yeah, it's the big downside to Jeddah, isn't it? As soon as
Yeah.
there's an incident, it does bring out a VSC or a full safety car.
Yeah, but perfect for Michael Wasp as well, because he just got past Oliver and was probably going to get past again with Oliver having the DRS down the main straight.
So this brings Dan and Kasitkas and things like that back into the race again. Kasitkas, obviously, he got trouble in the first turn, so...
Did Kasitkas spin? Has Kasitkas just spun?
No, I don't think so.
Dan just got a 5-second penalty for...
I'm not sure who spun it.
I think it was Kasitkas, to be honest, that maybe spun. No, I think Kasitkas... Yeah, because they, I can't show you, but I'll show you when Michael Wasp comes around. So basically the pit lane exit, the second safety car line, doesn't exist in game and you can basically put across that. And I think that's where it's gone wrong for Energy Dan. Maybe
And Team Red has DNF'd.
Yeah, that was what helped the safety car.
Yeah.
He did the exact same as Energy, but in the opposite way. He lost it and then just snapped it into the wall.
Snapped it into the wall.
Yeah.
But, so, do you think the hard tyres can go to the end from now?
No. No way.
18, 19 laps?
No.
By the time the safety car comes in, as J Sarge decides he's going to go hard.
Oh.
I think.
No. Maybe. It'd be a stretch. You need to have good time management. I guess he is on the hard to J Sarge. I can't say yeah.
I think Mindful Wasp and Oliver are taking the notion that there's going to be a lot of safety cars coming out, then it's better just to keep the track position as long as possible.
The broadcast says there will be 2 more safety cars. And actually thinking of, I forgot to watch this after lap, just before the start.
Karsh, obviously, he is the current GP3 Constructor Champion from last season, and the season before actually, with myself.
Yeah.
So Karsh not racing tonight. Well, I wonder why that is. Man United playing? I don't think they're playing tonight.
No, it's not Thursday.
That's right, yeah.
It's not Europa League, mate, yeah.
Conference League Man United this season. Right, we shouldn't talk football in the chat.
No, they are Europa League. It's something else like a Conference League anyway.
So, at this stage obviously you've got everybody out the front that started on the mediums deciding they want to keep track position. They don't want to come in and go in the hards.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
There we go. Suspected Cobra R. I think that's well suited for Constantine. Holty says I would rather watch than Man United. But who wouldn't, to be fair? Anyway, back under racing now. Here we go, round the corner. Let's see who can get the better exit. Not allowed to go yet, not allowed to go yet, not allowed to go yet. Allowed to go now. If he wants to, he can go.
Yeah,
contact! Someone's
they're all backed up at the back there, I saw that.
After a late restart. As SFR Paul SFR Doran, I read to believe a spun, maybe, no, Paul's got damage. I saw the front wing come off his car. I believe maybe British guy had contact as well. Lewis and a 5-second penalty. Oh, someone's got in the corner. That looks like a British guy. Oh, this is crazy.
Yeah,
Adams with his 4 exit. And that was... Ooh.
They managed to keep it all neat and tidy up front, but the back in the midfield, just on that restart, they all get caught out. Some of them too eager.
Yeah, a bit like Jello in 2020, if you remember that.
Yeah.
It's too eager in a big crash. Who was it that made contact?
Oh, and the Red Bull went way wide there, Sky Adams.
Yes, did Sky Adams get a... You know, yellow flag, so he's over touch one maybe. Had damage, maybe that was his top 4.
Safe I think it was on the restart, maybe it's something they've not given a place back.
So damage for...
I think Adams might have damage.
Yes, he does.
A couple of corners.
British guy has just hit the wall again on the outside. Don't know if he has some damage. Yes, he does. So 2 of them have damage there. I cannot see on board with Dan.
Mindful Wasp has pulled out a little bit of a gap here.
Oh, British guy snap! That was a good save there at high speed. But that's going to open him up to any Dan. He is completely time and Lewis, as I said. Getting past them, J Sarge and Doran. Both Doran has damage. The J Sarge on the tyres anyway. The ball goes a bit wide, the British guy goes a bit wide, sorry. And it's going all off this time here.
Yeah, British guy is pitted.
Yeah, so British guy did have some damage on that right front, left front, sorry. That was really close to J Sarge and for anything down there into the hook. A bit of a squeeze there, though, so got damage as well. But Oliver pulling out nearly a second now, a bit nearly close to the 7.
J Sarge and Dan are having a great battle right now.
Jag King spins again, keeps off the wall though. Doran looking right on the back of our edge, and of course J Sarge looking at the back of Energy Dan. Really goes down the outside here into the bank turn. Yes, he's going to go for it.
Right.
Does he have the traction? Does he have the better tyres? Yes, he does. This could be an attack move of the season, surely. That is such a good move.
Great respect.
Adams out.
Oh.
How's that happened? It's in the first sector and a safety car.
Again.
And what about that move by J Sarge? Was that?
Yeah, it was fantastic. Great racing by the 2 of them. Give each other the space, which is what you like to see.
Yeah, move of the season.
I'm trying to understand what happened to Adams there. It looked like turn 2. He'd maybe caught the inside wall.
Looks like turn 3. Wait, no, turn 3, but technically turn 4. Mindful Wasp in, Oliver's in, is in. No, it is not. Mind you, it is actually safety car number 2. Full safety car number 2. We had 2 dead safety cars earlier on. So technically safety car number 4. Again, so was in double Magnus McLaren.
Suspected COVID for it. I hope you get better soon, buddy.
Double stack McLarens. Oh god. It's going to lose some loads of time. Unbeaten sign on the mediums.
Yeah, I'm surprised at that. Unbeaten sign coming in for the fresh medium this early.
Yeah, these tyres can... Oh, and problems for Doran on the right front, that look like. As obviously you have the new changes, don't you? For the if you're turning late, you might get problems in your pit.
So how things have changed, we now have J Sarge leading at the top of the field.
And Energy Dan back in P2.
Yeah.
Paul to P4 as well. Still beating Paul.
Dan will do some jobs to bring those tyres to the end.
There's no way they're going to the end. These
7 laps in, so...
Banking on the safety car, surely.
Yeah, probably. If there's more safety cars, I can definitely take them to the end.
Yeah, and Jag King's in P5 as well. Continued to spun and went up to the tops.
Yeah, he was kind of around there in the first place, wasn't he? And then he had that spin, so he's found himself back up again.
And obviously for Sick Cat and J Sarge Brooklyn.
And Hookie very actually points out that Dan could go back to the mediums if he felt like it.
Yeah.
He only done 2 or 3 laps on them, so...
Could go back to the mediums, or maybe stretch it to the softs. They can definitely do another 30 laps, I'd say. Those Actually, no, not getting too much. They could definitely do another couple laps.
But Dan could easily go up to lap 20 if he wanted to.
Lap 18, I'd say lap 19. Yeah. In Bahrain as well, he did the reverse strategy with his teammate. Amazing tyre saving, sorry, which could definitely help him around Jeddah.
That's a massive skill in this game this year. I feel people that are able to look after their tyres. Because it's not always been the case in previous games. You get people that were able to do almost full races on a set of hards and go to 80% and 90% wear. Where this season, I don't think that you could maybe do it in this game, but you'll definitely lose the time. A lot of people are not really. It's a bit 50-50 how people feel about the new model with the tyre pressures and tyre wear and tyre temperatures, but I think too many people were getting away with murder in previous games when it came to strategies, just able to do one-stops and stuff, and now you've got to really look after your tyres and think about it.
Yeah, it's going to be important in terms of the championship battle, whereas I believe Williams lead.
Penalty situation we've got going on here. So we have Dan on 5 seconds.
Maybe get that in the
or server under the safety car. If he was to pit again, that'd be red 23 seconds. So not many penalties in the field, which is pretty good. I think a lot of guys get rid of their 5 seconds under the safety cars.
Yeah, like I was saying, Energy Dan leads the constructors this year with Michael Watts. 5 points ahead of the AlphaTauris, 6 car in this one. And the AlphaTauris both have the points. One retired as well.
Yeah.
I'm not going to help.
They are a strong pairing though. I suspect that they'll bounce back over there.
This is very slow by J-Card.
Yeah, he wanted to really pick his moment to go and not have to wait until the
last time.
Yeah. J-Sarge has been in this position many times and knows how to do it. And it looks like he's going. Yeah, no messing around.
Just in the final corner. Looks like one of the Red Bulls.
Actually got himself a good gap there.
British guy. Oh, he's on contract. Yeah. Oh, and that's going to be damage for British guy. Yes, it is. No, it's not. It's not. Oh, man, for Wasp and Paul. Looks like he's gone wide as well. Oh, and then he's right on the back of Paul now. He's going to go up the inside. Nothing be a risky. And wow. What a move. Paul.
Oh, appears to be struggling. I don't know if he's got tyres. Oh, and he's hit the ball and...
No, I think he hit on the inside.
He hit him after hitting the ball. I was on board with him. I think his tyres weren't up to temperature. I think he was struggling.
Oh, and British guy's round as well. Both the Ferraris not having the tyres.
Ferraris are struggling.
Oh, maybe it's those old, hard, crusty tyres. Maybe that's
yeah.
So, Jag Kings as well, he's pressuring this Q3 spot now.
Look at the gap that J-Sarge has pulled on Energy Dan already.
Yeah, probably because of the tyres. Dan's probably just getting his tyres. Trying to get them as long as possible to the next safety car, to be honest. This gap under pressure from Jag Kings. Every blue forward, final turn. It looks like actually Michael Watts got the pace down the straight compared to Jag Kings. On the brakes as well, Red and Doran double, not double points. Yeah,
Jag Kings has got a fantastic run on Kasitkas.
And there we go, in towards turn 1, so he's pulling out though. In towards turn 1, he's going to pull out though with Jag Kings. No, he's not going to go for it. But this is not going to help Michael Watts' tyres at all. Maybe could lose him the win to Oliver, sorry. If Oliver can get past. takes one mistake from everyone in front here, as I believe falls in, Reliton, maybe having damage. Oh, one hit the wall, Jack Kings! He hit the inside wall, has he got damage? No, he hasn't. Thought he might have got damage.
He lost a bit of momentum there.
Michael Lost looking up the inside. He's going to have to back out. He is going to have to back out. There. And this is going to go right. Could we see a 3 wide moment at the turn one? That would be absolutely craziness, as I believe British guys spun again. It's gone from back to the British guys.
Michael Lost now getting past Jack Kings. Yep, he's managed it.
Yeah, he's getting the pace down in towards the stick cast there, as Paul spins as well on the new mediums. And round the outside, that looks like Oliver on Jack Kings as well. It's going to go 3 wide, no, not 3 wide, so 2 wide again. And in towards the final turn, he's going to go round the outside.
He's going to try and hang it round the outside.
He's going to. No, he does not have the pace compared to my to the Cassie who has the ERS to spare. So does
Jack Kings coming back.
In towards turn one, because we see 3 wide here. No, we are not. It's going to be Jack Kings back into P3. Sorry, up to P3. Oliver having it up, man.
Oliver, yeah.
What a switchback from Oliver. Who's going to back out? He's going to be Oliver to back out there. And unbeaten sign as well, and Lewis and Vic. All having a little battle here. I think Scott very optimistic move. He was never going to pull that off. This battle in front is really going to help Lewis pulling some DRS of Oliver and Michael Lost as well into sixth captain.
It's also given that energy down a bit of breathing space for the first couple of laps and let his tyres get back up. He seems to be struggling on those 11 lap olds compared to J Sargent front.
Yeah, it's a nice, beautiful helicopter shot as well. This is going to be a perfect little view of this battle, really, of the of Oliver, Lewis, Vic, unbeaten sign might be in there as well. This is just a huge battle, huge DRS train. As I read save the car. Yep, there we go. Save the car. Dan is going to pit for the mediums, surely.
I would think so.
Could you see Softs going 10 laps? There we go. In is Jack Kings.
I think he would be struggling at the end.
Dan's in. Jack King's gone for Softs. Dan going for mediums. Yes, so Jack King Softs, Vic mediums.
Dan obviously serving his 5-second penalty, which would help him a lot now.
Yeah, but Jack King's that's really optimistic, and maybe getting really high up in the order if he can pull it off before.
Yeah, it's possible, obviously, but his pace will drop significantly towards the end of the race.
As Special Energy says, Alpha Tower. Unlucky race for the ETC.
Yeah, but it's like I said, I expect those guys to bounce back.
Of course, this will be the last safety car.
We hope. 3 or 4 safety cars now.
Including the safety cars. So it's fine, isn't it? Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, the 2 red safety cars with Energy and Dan and Team Red spin. Then we have Team Red beside, we've got the first safety car and beside right second, and then Irish just doing like this one.
So the top 5 all on the hard tyre. Unbeaten sign on 5 lap old mediums, he's in a nice position right now. And then obviously you've got Jack Kings on the fresh softs.
Yeah, this could be a really interesting final couple laps. Final 10 laps, sorry. Who do you think from the best chance of winning?
Well, all the guys at the front, that maybe sounds obvious, but see a lot of guys getting into the pits at the moment.
Jacking's in.
British guy. They're all going to go in the softs, fresh
Oh, they've
softs.
gone onto the wrong mediums. Hard for Jackings. A Vip's on the softs, the British guy's on the mediums.
Yeah, and they're already 8 laps old. I'm not sure. Unless he just had wing damage and he just does not want to touch the softs.
Well, also sits on there as maybe Ferrari screwing up strategies again.
By the time this comes in, they'll have 8 laps to do. I think maybe 8 laps is doable on the softs.
Yeah, 8 laps on the softs are very doable, but on the medium, those 8 lap old mediums, unbeaten times in the stall, I think. I think the sick pass and J-Stars as well going to struggle. I think he doesn't think somebody will stop me by the end of the race.
I don't know. I predict that J-Sarge, depending on what goes on, obviously, the restart, I do think that J-Sarge has the pace to win this race now. He's in a strong position. He doesn't, it's not often that he gives up good opportunities like this when he has them, so I don't want to put the commentators' curse, because that is very common, but I do think J-Sarge has got this race win in his hands and he doesn't make any mistakes. But then, you know, Mindful Wasp right behind Kasikas and Oliver, I think they've got fantastic pace as well. Got the fresh tyre, so but let's see. Lewis, obviously, he's kind of just been keeping himself clean. We know he's got great pace. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
There we go, you can see Oliver, sorry, no, not Oliver, the thick cat sitting behind the dancing, leading, dancing all over the track as J-Sarge.
Yeah, those tyres will be working extra hard trying to get some heat in them.
They're going to be working
It looks like he's got a great gap already.
Looks like he has the wall over there. Looks like he's got the wall on the entry there. As here comes Mindful Wasp in towards turn 1. J-Sarge gets us going again. He's already a second ahead. Here comes Mindful Wasp in towards turn 1. And he gets these two. Going to go round the outside. This could be an amazing move. Oh, now he's going to go for the switch back.
Oh no, a little back onto it.
Oh,
that's unlucky. Sictus done everything right there to defend. Put his car in all the right positions.
That's some unfortunate contact, I don't think.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. He's not really had the pace on his tyres, but his defending has been fantastic. He's been defending against Oliver, Mindful Wasp. Everybody's been having a go at him. He's managed to keep them all behind, so he'll be disappointed with that.
Yeah, sometimes it happens
now,
there.
what this does is...
Here comes a bit. What a move! A little wide for Paul though, so kind of gifted to a bit, but what a move still. To put his car in that position to get the move done. Oh, he's on. A bit. Oh, commentator first. Oh, he hit the wall as well. Oh, that's really guilty now. Yeah, but look at the gap J-Sarge has already. Look at the gap Mindful Wasp has to Oliver.
J-Sarge is pushing really hard right now.
Yeah, it's
Lewis is in the hunt for a podium here.
Yeah, they'll set through. Oh, Doran's down! At the final corner, he's lost it. Oh no.
Looks like he's still able to keep the car going though.
Yeah. He's been out to hope for another safety car though, to be honest. J-Sarge, like it's got a commanding lead here. Just needs to not, I don't want to put competitive scares on this one. He just needs to not screw up.
We do have a major battle going on right now for P3.
Yeah, 3 cars in it, unbeaten side. Lewis and Oliver is currently the favourite, I think, to get that position. It's like Lewis is going to push extra hard to get past them. Right on board Lewis actually. Oh, and he's done with a 3-second flight penalty. Definitely not going to help him at all. As I believe this is actually going to go for a move down.
Then obviously Don's on the optimal tyre for this point in the race.
Yeah, it's definitely what you want to be on now.
Yep, so
same for
Paul. A few places.
Same for Paul as well, but he has got that 3-second bird, man. Same for the Bear as well. The GP5 champion in P6 currently. Michael Boss bringing that gap down, maybe going for the second win in a row in that Williams. He's looking really strong. Oh, that was close. I nearly put the commentator's case on another one. Oh. Yeah, going a little wider turn 2 there. It was Michael Wasp. As on beaten side.
Yeah, it was almost like Verstappen in that.
Oh, Lewis round. Is he beached? No, he's not. But Michael Boss with a 3-second time penalty. And that has put the nail in the coffin for his winning hopes, to be honest. You need an after. You need Jake Clark to retire to get the win, to be honest. But we've seen crazier things happen.
That was 6 laps around Jeddah. You know, we had 3 VSCs and 6 laps at the beginning, so you never know what can happen here.
Yeah, it's Jake Sarge controlling that car beautifully through this section. It's a track that when you get this, when you get it right, it's absolutely amazing. What's happened? Oh, what is this? What?
Oh, we have another safety car.
Why is this? Has anyone lost their complaints?
I don't know, but I'm not seeing anyone with any major damage.
He's gonna ride. Sam's got some front wing forwards, got a front wing. Is this a glitch? Everyone's in for socks, of course.
I'm just looking at the back here with a bit going, but they're just out of pits, I believe.
Yeah, no one got damage.
Looking up everyone pits.
Yeah, of course you do.
The Bear and SFR
Ooh, staying up to take the win. No, but this is really no one got damage.
I'm just going to watch Yvette and Doran when they come in to see if they get damage.
No damage. It'd have to be a full front wing, to be honest. It would have to be a full front wing if it was going to be damage. But the 6th safety car.
Dan has lost a few places in the pits. He's down in 12th now. Did he have a double stack?
Yes, he had a double stack with Michael Wasp. Same for Lewis.
He's lost out majorly in that.
Yeah, same for Lewis and someone else, I believe, as well. Kasikas, he had the double stack and wasn't even 11. So a few double stacks causing a few drivers to drop down the order.
Well, now everybody on the fresh softs apart from the front 2.
Yeah,
what are the front 2 going to be able to do to keep everyone behind?
Hope for them to get penalties. And yeah, like yeah, it's gonna be a bit exciting. This car should be a next lap, I believe. So 4 laps on the softs around Jeddah. And if you remember back to GP2 last season in Jeddah, season 10, they had this exact situation.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the front 2 on the...
well, quite often you get the late safety car and then everybody sort of in the middle of the... Well, everybody's got their own story of how the races went. They maybe see this as an opportunity for redemption. Sometimes they just maybe go over the limit a little bit, trying to regain places that they lost during the race. But it always gives wheel-to-wheel action, so
yeah,
hopefully they can do it without bringing out another safety car.
Yeah, it's both the best and the worst type of safety car. A late safety car.
It brings out the best and the worst in the drivers.
Yeah.
The safety cars.
Brings all the competitive nature and the just the send it really of everyone. Pod says go Paul, as actually who's made up for most positions? It is Paul, and that is if he can keep it in the top 2 or top 3, that'll be my driver of the day. 'Cause look how much positions he made up.
Yeah.
And yeah, look where he started. Look where he's
And
at.
he's had a few incidents as well.
Yeah.
And fell down the field, had a couple of accidents. So.
Yeah, and also the Bear, he's in familiar territory. Obviously leading most of last season in GP5. I believe, yeah, he did win the championship. He won the double, the second year in a row. Did the double on the last game. Did 2 doubles on the last game, and
along with Gordon as his teammate.
And in the Aston Martin as well. So familiar territory for the Bear in the lead in the Aston Martin around Jeddah. Well, I'm assuming he led at Jeddah. I cannot remember too far back. I believe he was leading when we raced at Jeddah.
No, I think actually the Bear got off to a poor start last season. If I remember right.
It was Mad G winning the first 3, wasn't it? And then
I don't know.
And the Bear came into
sort of
form.
started to find his form, yeah.
Yeah.
Safety car is in this lap.
Here we go.
So what do you have? 4 laps of racing.
It's gonna get hectic.
Yeah.
Strap your seatbelts in, and let's get ready for the race.
On the back of these guys, quick with these fresh soft tyres.
Yeah, let's get ready to rumble, I guess, really. 4 laps to go.
Oh, as Michael Wasp was super eager behind Sarge.
Here we go, the Bear's gone. Oh no, he's raked a little bit. The Paul takes the lead. Looks like J Sarge is going to take the lead. It's going to be 3 wide in towards turn 1. 3 wide behind him as well, with Oliver having to go after him. And Oliver.
Oh, Paul was wide.
Maybe. Oh, and unbeaten sound as well up to P4. So nearly. Wow, this is absolutely.
Wow.
Unbeaten sound up to P3. Wow. The Bears dropped down to P12, P7. Sorry. Unbeaten sound down to P4 now. Michael Wasp into P3. The Paul. They start P3. A bit trying to get past the Bear. I believe he's dropping down more position. Hasn't got footwing down forward. He's down to 3 seconds. Has the Bear got damage? No, he has not. British guy trying to force the play pass as well. It's absolutely, this is just fun.
Wasp is going to try to put SFR forward as well.
This is fun. I'm not going to have any voice in the morning, but you know what? There you go. You know, here comes unbeaten side. He's going to have a go with Paul now. Oh, British guy round maybe. Yes, with Energy Dan.
Oh, he's in an incident.
They're both collided, going for opportunistic moves into the right-hander just before the left. Not much really help on the racing track. Oh, that was close to Paul and unbeaten side. Oliver's well going to have a go around the outside. Is he going to go for the switch back? No, he's not. He's going to stick it around the outside and he's going to get that move run. He's going to try and get that P3
see the difference in traction between the fresh softs and the 9-lap old mediums.
Yeah. Here comes Paul now into towards turn 1. Will he go for it?
Oh, and Oliver.
Oh, is he
Oliver get hit through the back by SFR.
Oh, yeah, Paul's got no front wing. Oh, that is. Oh.
I think it's just too late on the brakes.
It looked like he was going for the back on, to be honest. Into towards turn 1. That was weird. That's crazy. Yeah, but look at J Sarge. He's absolutely controlling this race now. 2 seconds already.
He got a fantastic start. I really want to know what happened at the start, because it looked like the Bear sort of came off the throttle completely.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that was a glitch that can happen when you're restarting the race behind the safety car, or...
I believe it was. Was it Hazara or was it Glock that was complaining in GP1 on Thursday last week in Bahrain?
It's quite a common glitch in the game if you're maybe a bit quick and reach the safety car line before the car's actually in the pits. It can cut out your power.
All round as well. That looks like Lewis. Oh, Lewis in the wall.
As we've got Kasiktis and Oliver
Mercedes drivers, of
Same
course,
thing
Jake
so
Rogers
far.
back to left, Michael Watts P2, Jalkins P5, Rob P4, Oliver is in P6, he's got a team again, we've got the Vic driver, here we go. Oh, Doran, sorry. A bit in P8. Oh, he's got the penalty though, so does Kasikas, and Michael Wasp as well. A few people with penalties in the top 10. It's going to affect the race results. There's 3 seconds for Michael Wasp. He will drop down to P3 at the end of this race, barring any mistakes, of course. And Jankins in P5. Sorry, no.
Vector's in a great battle with Kasikas right now as they go side by side through the second sector.
The head up. DRS, the both off DRS.
So I'm not going to go through like that. Oh,
there we go.
Just kind of pulled out there at the last minute.
Most probably sensible as it looked like he was squeezing at the end of the bit.
Yeah, he's
a bit. There we go,
right
P6.
straight in over the back of Oliver.
Yeah, but Oliver's going to get the DRS.
DRS.
Yes, he does. He was past the line. Paul spins again on the new softs. There we go, DRS towards the same one. It'll be 3 wide, number 3 wide. Oh, Vip's going to go straight into turn 1. Well, he's not going to leave the space there.
Oh, not leave the space.
It's questionable, really, there. Not leaving space, but we'll leave it for this.
Oliver was wise enough to avoid any incident. Yeah.
Like me and all these to say on GP5. That was some good fun.
So look at the gap that Mindfield Jason had an incident.
Oh!
Mindfield Wasp is all over him.
I think maybe he's just quicker. Because he's pulled up the gap to unbeaten Sam, but it's the last lap.
He was 2 seconds behind. I think Jason just swing damage here.
He's going to have a go, but he won't get it because he'll have the 3 seconds, of course. Second 2 yellows, Jankins out on the final lap. And he's definitely not going to help him. Obviously, it's not going to help him. That was weird to say. The bear spins as well. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. In towards the last corner. He gets the DRS down the next straight anyway. But will it be enough? No, it won't. J Sarge coming down towards the final turn. Towards the line. It is going to be J Sarge to win in GP3. Michael Wasp is going to be P2. Followed by unbeaten sign in P3 with a 1/10 gap. Relics will finish in P4. And this P5 will be P6. Actually, here comes Oliver. He's going to do actually, yeah, he will get it.
Yeah, Oliver. Did something to benefit.
Yeah, Dawn up to P7 as well. British guy. And here comes Energy down up towards the line. Will he get it? No, that is
side.
Wow, look at the gap. He had the 3 seconds, but if you take off that 3 seconds, that is a hundredth of a second the gap.
Yeah.
And yeah, what a race. As I will just put in the chat. Just give me a second. It was J Sarge.
Lewis gets the fastest lap of the race.
So J Sarge. Who else was it? J Sarge. Unbeaten sign.
Mindful Wasp and unbeaten sign.
Mindful Wasp.
Your driver of the day, Smithy? Who's your driver of the day?
Ooh, it's gonna be hard. Who's yours actually?
I actually think J Sarge was going to be my number 1 pick. I think he'd done everything right, and then when he got in front, nobody could catch him and get past him. But I was really impressed with unbeaten sign. because I think he started in P10 or outside P10, outside the top 10, and he went reverse strategy, went the hards in the beginning, then the mediums, and pitted. He got his strategy perfect, absolutely perfect, stayed out of trouble in fantastic pace and got a podium. So I think I'm going to give driver of the day to Unbeaten Sign.
Yeah, I'll probably agree on you, to be honest. What a race that is. Your top 10 is... sorry, your full race results are... J Sarge in P1, Mindful P2, Unbeaten Sign is in P3, Zelly just missed out on a podium is in P4, Oliver P5 is in P5, Dory P5, Rich Guy in P9, 10, Lewis in P11, class, Paul in P12, The Bear is in P13, Jenkins, sorry, The Bear was your last of your finishes, Jenkins, and then Scar Adams, Team Red, and Special Energy were your DNFs. And just waiting to be put back into the lobby. There we go.
So we have everybody in the party. Congratulations today, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So the McLaren, the Williams, and the Alfa.
Alfa Romeo.
So just gonna get the showroom up now. That's it.
I'll let you take it away with the questions first then, Smithy.
Yeah, so starting off with Unbeaten Sign. Firstly, well done on your podium.
Cheers.
Yeah, and going for the reverse strategy, and obviously seeing your teammates spin in front of you near the end of the race. What was it like going from P13 to P3?
Well, I screwed up qualifying, which wasn't the best. But then, actually, my best way of getting into the race was going to the alternate strategy, try go along on the hards, and see where I am from there when I pit off them, which ended up helping.
Yeah, we actually thought that you'd maybe gone a little bit early onto the medium. Did you know, had that last safety car not come out, do you think you would have been able to go to the end comfortably on those mediums?
I think I could have done, but I've had an idea that another safety car would come.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think everyone did, to be honest. Yeah, but heading on to Australia next week. What are your thoughts on the circuit? The new layout, of course. What are your thoughts?
I'm not really a big fan of it. I haven't done really any laps there, but from what I've done, it's been a lot of spinning still.
Have you got any more questions, Martin?
I just wanted to, because I have you down as my driver of the day. It was between, all the top three guys really, but I chose yourself obviously because of the strategy. You seemed to just sort of you didn't appear to be in any sort of major battles. You were just kind of keeping out of trouble and just doing your own thing. Was there any moments in the race where you were in actual, like any wheel-to-wheel battles that we didn't catch?
Not really, I just followed my teammate through. I knew he had pace, he got unlucky with the spin. I didn't really have much bother with. battling people, just you to have time.
Yeah, because that seems to be the key around Jeddah from the GP3 and GP4 last night, is if you stay out of trouble you tend to gain a few places. But yeah, well done on your podium, fantastic track.
Yeah, on to Michael Wasp now. Again, congratulations on another podium, second podium in a row. Obviously, leading the championship. How does this feel? Yeah, leading the championship, winning last round as well, and coming second this round. Is it good to get the consistency early, do you think?
Didn't work for me last year.
You're like the polar opposite of unbeaten sign today. Like every time we watched you seem to be just going completely flat out. You were in a lot of battles today. What happened? Was it yourself? Did you fall back a place or two at the beginning and then had to fight your way back up again? I'm sure I saw you fall back a place or two.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Sorry, I was answering all your questions and realised I was muted. Sorry. So it was a good race. You know, it was quite a tough race. You know, on the safety car restarts, you know, the first lap I actually gained a place, which I was quite chuffed about. And then it was sort of like battling for second and third. The last safety car was restart was a bit hectic. But yeah, it was, you know, I didn't expect a good result because it's not my best track. But I was just not letting up. You know, I had a task. I wanted to catch J Sarge. So yeah, and then I got that penalty. So then my job was to basically just keep second.
Yeah, because we saw you like you were battling with Oliver. And then
he was right on my tail the whole time.
Yeah. And then at one point there was like 4 of you all within a car length of each other going down the pits. It was absolutely crazy. But yeah, we thoroughly enjoyed because you seemed to be in a battle with somebody. In fact, I think the last 2 or 3 laps was probably the most space you had on track for yourself.
I think it probably was. Yeah, it was. It was quite good. I really enjoyed it. It was really good. But you know, I think going into next week, I don't have a hope of, you know, like I said last week, you know, there's some really fast drivers here, and I don't think I'm necessarily gonna be up there. I think all I can do is capitalise when I can. So.
Yeah,
well,
and
certainly putting in great performances so far.
Yeah, obviously the first 2 races, you're currently leading the championship.
Yeah, it's a bit surreal. It's kind of me and Energy Dan kind of went into it. It was like, yeah, just P5 and P6 is what we're aiming for. So it's a good result.
Best for the rest, you're thinking, but leading the championship in after 2 rounds. Obviously, still quite a bit to go. Do you think you can maybe end up in the championship now?
I'd like to think so. You know, I have that sort of competitiveness that I want to be, but I've also, you know, I've got a realistic goal as well. So it'll be interesting. It's a really long season, you know, so it will be an interesting one just to see, you know, if I can finish in top 5 each week, that would be my aim.
Yeah, obviously as well, you've got a capable driver in Dan with you as well. You not just the drivers' championship, but you've also got the constructors that you can go for this season.
I think that's our main aim. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I think GP4 is probably the one division that I've been looking through, and it's one that looks like it could be a great battle for constructors this season. So obviously, because they're getting points on the board early. Obviously, quick word about your teammate. I did race against him briefly over the weekend at the track and made fantastic pace. What happened to him today? Because he looked to be up there, and then he just sort of ran into 1 or 2 issues.
Yeah, well, I was on while we were racing, and
it's quite a difficult one because he was, really confident going in. He was really enjoying it, but his setup just didn't feel quite right. I don't know if it was the update or something, but he just wasn't quite, wasn't quite there. So I think he kind of lacked the stability to continue, and then obviously he had that knock on the last lap as well. So yeah, but I think he finished P10, which is good. So it'll be an interesting one.
Yeah. Well, fantastic drive today, but it was a well-deserved.
Yeah, on to J Sarge now.
Yeah, J Sarge, congratulations on the win, buddy.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Old nemesis from GP3 last season.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Never disappoints and always puts on a show. You did well today, bud. I wanted to ask you about your quali because it looked like you were a couple of tenths up, and then what happened getting into Sector 3?
I think I just invalidated my lap, and then on the second run and on the third run I messed up turn 1, so I had 2 lap olds softs, and then again it wasn't quick enough to go any quicker. So yeah, my best lap was the first run and it wasn't very good. It was just a banker lap, to be honest. So qualifying's never really been my thing. I'm always better in the race. I knew that if I just stayed on the grey stuff, I'd be up there at some point. But I didn't expect to be, so competitive. I think on the hards, I was 4 tenths quicker than anyone in sector 1, and then I just swung it on through the lower downforce sections. I think I was running 21, 22 wings, so it's quite high, but it needed it in sector 1. It was just planted, absolutely incredible car.
Yeah. You were my dark horse in the race when before the race started, because I always know, and I know obviously from experience of racing you for 2 or 3 seasons, you're always quicker in the race than the quali. But it seemed to me like you were in amongst it all and you were having your battle. But once you as you say there, once you found yourself out in the lead, it was difficult for people to stay with you because I think you had Oliver behind you for a while. He couldn't stay with you. Then you had Dan, and then you had Mindful Wasp. What happened in the final lap, by the way? Because you were like 2 seconds ahead.
I was burning all my ERS on the softs to try and get the fastest lap. I knew that Mindful was doing the same, so I'd get it on lap 23, and then he got it by milliseconds afterwards. I was like, you bastard. So then I was like 10%, 8%, so by then my tyres were roasting and I was just trying to get to the end, but I don't know what setup Williams was running behind me, but it was absolutely rapid. I got one more lap, it'd have done me. I didn't have anything left, so that was pure pace at the end. So
okay.
I think my car was better suited on the medium and hards, because on the hards, as I say, it was just absolutely fancy. But I think I pitted early for a set of hards on like laps 7 or 8.
Yeah,
and then at the restart, it was like driving on AI with like 70. The traction zones, I just passed everyone on the exits and corners. It was quite easy. And then another safety car came out and helped me catch up with the leaders again. So I was quite fortunate on that stint. But you have to get to the front and then stay there.
Well, that's it. Yeah, you navigated it well. But yeah, congratulations on the win, buddy. I loved watching you race today.
Thank you. I'll go watch it back now and have some food. It was good tonight. Enjoyed it. And I missed last week, so I'll be catching Mindful up in the championship hopefully soon. So.
Yeah, well, obviously, I did want to ask you about that. Obviously, you're in the Alfa Romeo that you love, and you've been pushing hard for the last few seasons for the constructors. Is this season going to be your season?
Well, I'm teammates with Utkarsh, and he's won the constructors the last 2 seasons. So
2 seasons, yeah.
Once he gets back to full strength, I'm sure me and him will be quite a formidable team in this championship. So.
Good stuff.
Yeah, and
Thank you.
Any more questions, Martin?
No. Congratulations, guy. It was a great race.
Yeah. Congrats to all podium finishes this evening. And that is it for GP3. We will see you tomorrow for GP2 and GP1 on Thursday, of course, and then we start again in Australia on Monday in GP4 at 7:30, like usual, like all races. But anyway, that is it for GP3, as Tom used to call it, the worldwide celebration that is GP3. yeah, that is it for GP3 this evening. We'll see you next week.